This is a story of necessity. Jasemine Craney never wanted to own her own business. And in fact, when she was a hairdresser, her mother offered to help her open a salon. And she said, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to run a business. I don't want to be the boss. So what Jasemine did instead was she got a job with the public defender's office doing accounting work. She was there 14 years and did very well. She had two children, a boy and a girl. She was working on her college degree in business in the evenings. And then COVID hit. The school adapted the children's schedule, and the public defender's office tried to adapt their schedule. The problem was that there are different adaptations. She couldn't make the schedule at work fit with her children's school schedule. Something had to give. This was a test of her values, and she said she didn't have to think twice. Her children came first. So she gave up the job in the public defender's office. In her words, I'm a mom first and foremost. Out of necessity, she started looking for alternatives. Jasemine was sold on a part-time position working with labor unions to help workers with their insurance needs. That's how the job was described, helping. Once she got into the job, she realized that's not what it was about. It was about sales, and that wasn't her. She's not a salesperson, she says. So she quit. But by that time, she was already working on her state license to handle insurance. So she went ahead and got the licensure. That usually leads to insurance sales, but as I said, Jasemine is not a salesperson. In her words, she saw a need in her community as she studied insurance. This is exactly what she said to me. Minorities don't talk much about insurance, especially life insurance. I know many people, including my own family, who've had to cover burial costs with GoFundMe campaigns. That's just not right. She set out to change things. In her words, I became an advocate for the minority community to become more informed about finance and insurance specifically. In this interview with Symmetry, Jasemine sheds light on the passion for helping her community secure insurance. She shares her personal experience and drive to make a difference in people's lives.
I love helping others. So it's great for me. If I would have known that my father-in-law didn't have the insurance he should have had, how I could have made a difference. Because the second week he was gone, I pulled everybody together automatically. We gotta pay for mom's insurance. We gotta get mom insurance. She doesn't know if she has insurance, and that's not good because, you know, her mind, she's older, and she wasn't sure. She didn't know anything. She couldn't remember much of anything because dad wasn't there. So I pulled us together. I was like, I don't care who pays, who joins, who pay, if we all get together and pay it on a monthly basis, I don't care, but she has to have insurance. So we can make sure we don't do this again. So if you are going out and you're helping a family, you're protecting that family where they don't have to say, what do we do from here? At least from a financial standpoint. I feel like that does wonders for me. It puts a smile on my face.
Jasemine's focuses on helping people with their long-term financial planning. Her favorite question is, where are you going to be in 10 or 15 years? Her overall message is to save today for a better tomorrow. Her definition of tomorrow, by the way, is time with loved ones, less stress than you have today in your life. And she uses herself as an example. She spent nights getting her degree and missing her children so that she would have a better tomorrow. Now she says, I work part-time and I have time to spend with my children and to focus on them and their needs. A big part of that focus, you guessed it, is teaching them about money and financial planning. These kids are going to grow up with a financial plan. So was Jasemine right that she's not a salesperson? Well, yes and no. She went through sales training and they told her it's all about the sales funnel. You make a lot of calls in the beginning. They're called dials in that business. And then out of that, maybe 100 calls, you're going to get 7 appointments, and out of that, you'll sell 2 people. Jasmine is very clear. She's never made a cold call. She's never made one of those dials. The company told her, you'll never make any money unless you do this our way. And she said, I just can't do that. I'm an advocate for minorities in my community. And I talk about everything. All of my sales have been word of mouth. Sometimes I have to talk people out of higher priced options because I don't think they could afford them. And they need to have that long-term plan. I asked her if she ever left money on the tables. Oh yeah, all the time. But people talk. I think doing the right thing gets you more business in the end. Jasmine has doubled her income from what she worked as in the public defender's office. She's one of the most productive agents that Symmetry Financial Group has. So good that they asked her to do a video. When I asked her what advice she'd give entrepreneurs, she talked about caring for people first, and then the money will come to you later. But I'll close with the video of her saying it better than me.
And that's the important thing about being an agent. You have to be there in that appointment, and you have to go there. You have to ask those questions that sometimes it's hard to hear. But that's our responsibility. Like, that's our thing. We have to paint the picture to show them how important insurance really is. My drive right now is I just want to accomplish these goals of being successful here. I just want to be here. So if I could just be here and still do it, still do what I'm supposed to do, protecting those families, I'm okay. That's my thing, you know, helping people.